Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, good hearted people. Good morning, freedom fighters all over the world. I greet you. I pray the grace of God will multiply in your life. You will not walk under hard surface. God will make grace and grace to abound towards you. Amen. Now, our Prime Minister is showing his grievances. Grievances is anger, holy anger against the oppressors, against those that have kept us spellbound, against those that have said we will never see road, that they will kill us, that they will crush us, they will annihilate us, they will silence us. The anger of God is against them, and our Prime Minister is the agent that the heaven and earth and the universe is using against those that have kept us down. He said we will tell them our grievances and we will declare this Biafra. That was exactly how United States gathered together and they started their grievances, why they would declare freedom to themselves, and they did it and they stood by it. Today, that country, it happens to be the very best, because your enemy is not supposed to be your leader. But now, as it is, Biafrans are suffering everywhere they are because our enemies happen to be our leader. God forbid, we push them down, we pull them down with everything in us. See, support it is now or never. We must have to stand tall and defend our land, or die and die.
Is going to state very clearly the grievances we have against Nigeria, why Biafra has come to become a remedy. Now, I use instances always, making references to the United States. Just as in the 1776 of the US Declaration, when they become a new state, then they presented this particular new state of the United States as the only remedy the listed grievances for them to declare the independence of the United States. Biafra will be presented to the world as the only remedy to the insecurity that Nigeria has created in quest to bring the Islamization of Nigeria and, of course, that turn Nigeria into Islamic State. We are going to present Biafra government as a remedy to the United States, to the West, and to every other world power that cares to know. Part of the grievances will be the killings by the terrorists and the high-level corruption and political crisis that Nigeria has found itself today without any solution. Since the last election, which the European Union condemned, which the United Nations condemned, which the America condemned, and faulted everything that has to do with the result of the last election. Yet, they are recognizing the criminal who called himself Tinubu as the president. Because Nigerians are stupid. Nobody rise up against, because everybody have been captured and enslaved with terrorism. If you do the killing, they assassinate you. That's why many of them are bragging. Wherever we talk, they say, Samanaka, come to Nigeria so we believe you. Do you know why? Because they think that we are going to be as stupid as those people that have killed in the past. Kensaro Wiwa, should we start mentioning them? Anybody that rise up to challenge the impunity of the Nigeria state, the terrorist state, they eliminate the person. What is the other name? The Yoruba man, Gani Kfawemi or whatever he's called. He was assassinated. These are people who think they can make changes within the Nigeria state. It's impossible. Even this criminal called Tinubu, he ran away. He would have been killed by the military administration then, because he thought that he can have any political movement, to change whatever he want to change then, before he came back to become the governor. He ran away to exile, and probably France, because I know he has a very good relationship with people in France. Now, just like the United States, we are going to present Biafra after 2nd of December as the only remedy to the political crisis in Nigeria today. We will present Biafra as the only remedy to the upsurge of terrorists in the Sahel. I am telling you, nobody will see what we are doing today as a government in exile and don't give us that particular opportunity. We have proven beyond reasonable doubt that as Nigeria as a failed state, the only remedy that will save the life of people and also save the interests of the West, because no matter how you want to say it, we still have to protect the interests of the West, which goes a very long way in making sure that our society still remain in a sane, we still remain in a sane society, both in conflict-wise, insecurity-wise, national security, and what have you. So Nigeria no longer function as a law-governed state, capable of resolving its current political and economic crisis. My people of Biafra, our declaration in December is providing a remedy, providing alternative to the Biafra people and to the world, and to those who have business interests in the area, in area, Sahel region, and in Nigeria as a whole, because this is going to affect them positively. So Nigeria have found itself in a situation where they have become incapacitated. They are not capable of resolving every crisis that they are facing today. So the state is already a failed state. So what are we going to do in December 2nd? Our declaration will offer solution. And like I said, remedy, remedy, remedy to the economic crisis, to the insecurity, to the upsurge of terrorism, and what have you. And we believe that those who supported Nigeria to commit genocide against Biafrans in the 60s must be very ashamed of themselves today. Though we can see that many of them who are very corrupt, I am talking about those in America, for example, like, some of them we have seen removing Nigeria from the list of, special interest of a state that have committed crime against Christians, for example. Those who remove Nigeria without investigation, they are struggling very hard, trying not to look stupid by their continuous support for the Nigeria, even when they knew that Nigeria is already a failed state. The more they try to revive Nigeria, following their fake diplomatic ties, and the more Nigeria will continue to fail them. So, my people, there is no two ways about it. This time around, we have come to outsmart the nomadic system of Nigeria. And of course, our aim and objective is to bring and restore true democracy in Biafra land, which will affect the entire region. After December 2nd, we will move to the next level, which I call the phase 2 of the Biafra liberation, which this phase 2 will see the establishment and activation of the state institution within Biafra land, which is already functional as I speak. That will take over the Nigeria state functions, will take over the functions of other institutions from the Nigeria state, and that is the part of the delegitimization of Nigeria. And by announcing the United States of Biafra commitment to several international sanctioned principles, policies, and international recognized organization that Nigeria never had. We are going to make sure we approach every international organization that Nigeria has violated their treaties with impunity, providing Biafra to them and presenting Biafra as a remedy and alternative. With what we have done so far, we have been able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you can't forge any document in Biafra and present it anywhere. We have eliminated the possibility to forge document, unlike the runners and all the criminals in Yoruba land are doing. That's what they do. They make a living by forgery. So my people in the United States, for those who are very, very unsure of what will happen after December 2nd, I am telling you now, giving you a hint. Our declaration of independence or declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be expected to legitimize the Biafra government in the eye of other non-terrorist states. This is going to take a very long time, and it requires many diplomatic approach, political approach, and of course, it also requires commitment from the Biafra government, which I believe we are not shaking from that end. In turn, we will be expected to recognize Biafra, and we don't care how long this will take. This kind of legitimization of Biafra state will be culminated in the quest or in our request or appeal to other states and international organizations to recognize the independence of Biafra. Our grievances that we expected to be listed on the declaration document has been drafted or has been drafted by our committee on the declaration of the declaration drafting committee will include the grievance declaration, the institutionalizing declaration, and the commitment declaration. I want you all in the United States to listen to this. Very, very important.
I hear you, sir, my Prime Minister. God bless you. In fact, God used you and He's still using you and He'll still use you. God will use you to declare that Biafra, and God will use you to defend that Biafra, and we will stand tall. Okay, Menandoa. It will happen. And the date has been fixed. I'm so happy. We are all waiting, praying that God will send host of angels that when they raise their hand, when they move, they will not return. Yes, so shall it be. When they rise against us, they will not sit down again. They will shrink from there. Chukwu okike abịa ma ga-egosi ha ihe o ji kwuru Chukwu, because we need freedom. We were created free beings, and we ought to be free beings. And that is it. Thank you very much, my people, for your time on this very good channel. God bless you all.